Hello, everyone. It's Yogi here. I hope you're well. Happy Sunday, everyone. Um, yes, peaceful Sunday stitching coming up. I hope you're ready. So, wherever you are, some of you might be Monday from the look of it. And today I'm coming back to this piece. The last time I stitched this project, it's about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit before, and time really flies. And this piece is by Aimee Stewart. So yesterday we have Aimee Day, but hey, every day's Aimee Day, right? So today this piece is called Winter Reading Nook, and it's a max color. So I'm going to show you the markup. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, this is Christmas season, and this piece is not strictly Christmassy, but I think there are a lot of hints in here can make it a beautiful Christmas project as well. Let me have a look. Yes, look at that. And just look at the view outside, you know. First of all, on the inside, it's action everywhere. You've got the kitties in the middle, beautiful cushions on the side, and all the knitted items I absolutely love. And I like to draw your attention to the toward the bottom, a little bit to the right there, the granny's square. I made those. I used to knit and crochet a lot before stitching took over. And yes, I've got one piece in my cupboard, in my wardrobe, just like this one. And some quilted blanket as well. It's just so beautiful. And looking out, there are two four-legged creatures, okay? There are two four-legged creatures on the inside and then two more on the outside. And I think there are reindeers. So that qualifies this piece as a Christmas piece for me. And look at the snow landscape and the wooden cabin as well, and the campfire. There's so much going on. And this is my favorite kind of setting. It's so warm and cozy on the inside, and there's a beautiful view on the outside. And it's a night view as well. So let me come back. Let me bring up our view here. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit so you know where I am right now. You can see the kitty at the center here. So I did a kitty start, a cat start. Okay, I'm the pioneer. I know, and this is the complete area that you're looking at. So I'm kind of, you know, starting from the center. That's where the kitty is, and kind of just pick directions that I enjoy stitching, and you know, just go wherever I want. And so the cushion on the right there, it's probably 2/3 finished, and it's absolutely gorgeous, the details. And also the last couple of sessions, I was focusing on the kitties. There are two kitties, as you have noticed. So the kitty on the right, that was my starting point. And then I kind of wandered to the right there and did a whole bunch of stitches on the right there. And last couple of sessions, I came back and started working on the second kitty to the left. And I think I made, you know, decent progress, you know, quite confetti in some areas, a lot of color changes. And also this is max color, so bear in mind that by default, there are a lot more colors. So today I think I'm going to come back to the cushion. It's all about, you know, changing flavors, making everything fresh. I think today I am going to come back to the cushion and maybe finish the bottom part of the cushion there. And then I'll decide what to do next, okay? So this is kind of my high level plan here. I might change my mind halfway. Let's see how it goes. And let me show you the stats, okay? So this project, I started, I think, maybe close to 2 years ago. It's been that long. It's been that long. And if you look at the percentage on the left here, 6.15. I'm pretty modest, but I'm totally happy with it. You know, if you look at how intricate the chart is. It does take time. It does take time. And look at the bottom, 239. So one color short of the max color, which is 240 rather. And the stitch count, you can check by yourself. There's quite a lot. So today I am going to start a new sprint, and please ignore the previous ones, okay? I should have deleted them. And so they were my previous stitches, but today I'm creating a new one. Brand new start on this beautiful Sunday. And this counter is going to capture every single stitch I'm about to do for this session. And regulars know what happens at the end of the stream. We play Guess My Stitches, okay? This is a game you can only play on this, on this channel. Nowhere else. Nowhere else. You get to guess my stitches. So you have to watch every move I make today. And at the end, you may be the winner, okay? So, and of course, before I start to make a single stitch, I want to say hello to all of you. Welcome in this beautiful Sunday. You know, Sunday for a yoga teacher is actually busier. So, you know, sometimes I forget. Would you believe? I forget it's Saturday, it's Sunday, but it makes moments like this even sweeter. After a busy day, I get to sit here to stitch with you, and what a blessing that is. So thank you all, thank you all. So from the top, let's see who are our model stitchers here reporting to the chat. First, we have Brittany. Hello, Brittany. Yes. Brittany says, happy Sunday, everyone. I missed yesterday's stream because I actually had to work. Brittany, you had to work on Saturdays. Oh, dear. It happens, I suppose, with retail. And also that cruise, you know, Heaven and Earth cruise does not pay itself. I hope you get overtime. So welcome, Brittany. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. And Rajao as well, another one of our model stitcher here, says, happy friends, happy Sunday stitching indeed. So good to see you, Rajao. And we also have Alandria, says, the evening all, working tomorrow, can't stay for too long, but I want to say hi. Happy stitching all, Alandria, so good to have you. Yes, Alandria started a new job recently, so she's busy bee right now, and early start as well. And I hope you enjoy it, and have a nice rest. And you know, join the chat if you're still here. So so good to have you. And Busy Mom as well. Happy Sunday. And that reminds me, every Sunday, Busy Mom Stitchers release a new video. Okay, so go check it out. She's got some of, you know, really interesting projects. So watch her whip parade every Sunday. And Lona as well. Hello, Yogi, she says. And Susan Barn is also here. Hello, hello. And Rachel as well. She said, rainy and cold here. A good day for stitching. Exactly. Just stay in and stay warm, nice and cozy and snuggly, and stitch with Yogi. How nice is that? And hang out with stitchers from all over the world. And Ring is also here, and Betty is here as well. Good to see you, and Chloe as well. Oh dear. Chloe says, good evening, everyone. I missed most of yesterday. I fell asleep on the sofa. Chloe, you slept on Yogi. Oh, story of my life, seriously. And stay awake, Chloe, okay? Do your best. Stay away from the sofa. How's that? And Leslie McLean as well. So good to see you. And Wendy is here as well. And our lovely Susan, my little assistant. She doesn't know she's got a job, but, you know, secretly I assign responsibilities to her. And Marianne Williams as well. Good to see you. Oh, quite a lot of you are being, well, not quite snowed in, but already you have a lot of snow. Very Christmassy, very Christmassy. And Bess Williams as well. Hello, hello. And Callan is also here, and our Travis is also in the chat and join us. And Clara, hello, hello. And who else? Kelly Shaw as well. So good to see you. and Lida. I practice every day with this name, and hopefully there's some improvement today, okay? Every day is a new day. And Chelsea Summers here as well. Good to see you, Chelsea. And Suzanne, our lovely Suzanne, is also here. And Rose Jackson, of course, Rose is here. Good to see you. Today is Sunday, right? So no working today, hopefully. And who else have we got? Serena is here. Hello. For 30 minutes with you. Yes, Serena. The time zone is slightly ahead, and also she has an early start every morning. So enjoy your stay here. Claudia is here as well. Welcome back. Guys, good to see you. Good to see you. How nice to have you here. And so this is the piece I'm working on. It's 25 count non-gridded fabric, as you can see. And I just absolutely love this piece. It's like a plate of delicious food every time. It's just a feast of the colors, and also it's so well charted, really. You know, I'm sure the regular colors would be absolutely beautiful as well. But I think this chart really benefited with the max color, because you can see all the details, the subtlety, the nuance of the stitches, the color transitions, even just on a single item here, the cushion here. There's so much going on, and I really enjoy stitching it. And so it's non-gridded, so I gridded myself. So my plan today, let me show you what's happening here. So as I said, I am looking to complete the bottom part of this cushion here. And so I think what happened the last time I worked on the cushion, I basically defined the bottom area. Let me highlight it because it's still there. All right. So I basically boxed out the bottom area here, quite nice and neat there. And I think I did a minimum to maximum from the look of it, because sometimes I do sort of 1, 2, 3, which is following the DMC numbers just for fun, you know, different ways of stitching. But I think what I did was minimum to max, which is great because it kind of eliminates the ninja stitches at the end. So you take care of the colors that's got minimum number of stitches and building upwards. And looking at the chart, it doesn't look too bad. I don't think it's very confetti, not too bad, maybe a few loose ones. Otherwise, it looks manageable. And I think it would be nice for relaxing Sunday stitching here. And I'm really looking forward to all the colors just within this area. So this is my plan today. I'm going to follow the number of stitches. I think I was right. Oh, okay. I still have a few ninja stitches here, single stitches here. I don't mind it. I'm patient. And so I think last time maybe I was following DMC numbers from the look of it, because quite a lot of single stitches are not done yet. So I'm ready, and I hope you're ready too. And, let's enjoy today's session. And as usual, every day, I never know where the chat is going to go. I'm following your lead, okay? And just relax, and we'll have snack time, coffee time, chocolate time, whatever it is. It's for enjoyment, this stream. So here we go. Let me set up my position here. So I'm going to focus on this area. It might not look like a lot, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks and a little bit more. So it's by no means a small area. And so I'm ready. So I'm using DMC floss and a 1/1 full cross. All right, it's 25 counts. Here we go. So let me know what you're working on today. And this is, Sunday is work on whatever you want day. So there's a front door. You can come through the front door. You don't need to sneak in. And you can announce the whip that you're working on. Here we go. So let me start off by picking my first number here. So I know now I'm mentally prepared. I'm going to be doing a few single stitches. I'm ready for it. So the first one I'm going to be doing, let me just double check, is 608. 608 on upper left there, no problem. And I've got my needle board on my right, you know, my best friend needle board. So hopefully quite a lot of colors I already have needle threaded with a color. 608. Yes, indeed. Instantly, I found a threaded needle. That's how quick it is, you know, when you have a needle board. Here we go. One stitch, okay. Yes, Brittany says no, the cruise will not pay for itself. Exactly. It's worth it. It's worth it. You got more than 1 year to save up. I'm really happy someone's going on the cruise ship in this chat. So, you know, Brittany will be able to report back and tell us all about it. And let's have a look. And Claudia is here, says, hello everyone, it's been stitching Sunday here and I've done 277 stitches already. Oh, Claudia, you're way ahead. I have to catch up, you know, I have to catch up. I'll do my best with my slow stitching. And Callum says, I wonder if there's a retreat near me that do stitching in the mountain or something. Oh, I bet if you look up, someone somewhere is doing it. Even though it may not be full coverage, may not be this type of stitching. I think this type of stitching is a lot more niche, isn't it? So, but I'm sure there will be stitching groups, you know, up in the mountain, by the beach, under the water, whatever it is. If you can think about it, if you can think of it, it probably exists. That's how it works. Start with orange. And that reminds me, yesterday I was stitching the orange flower. That was so pretty. And it's so nice to do 25 after 28 as well, because everything just feels so chunky and lovely. All right, done, see? And all I have to do once I'm done with this color, which took about half a second for me to set up, and I'm going to just pop it back, which takes about half a second as well. 608. 608 there. And I'm ready for the next color. Here we go. The next one is 3819. 3819. Let me have a look. I don't have this one, so I need to find the thread. 3819. Here we go. Just one stitch. Susan is working on Woodland Santa, drinking coffee. Later, hot chocolate. Oh, Susan always has a plan there. Yes. I need to start making more hot chocolates as well. And get it organized. It is getting cold. Today, I had a morning class, and it was quite cold when I cycled there. I could really feel it, because normally, you know, if I'm fully covered up, even on bicycles, I don't feel the cold, not really. But today I did. 2, 3. And I think the wind chill this morning probably brought it down to about -1-ish. It was kind of early though, so. One stitch, no problem. And I'm happy to take care of these loose stitches. You know, it might take a little bit to do, but, you know, it's going to be a lot less pain later on. And that's the beauty of Mint Max. a term coined by Nikki. 3819. Brittany says, Yogi, would you make tutorial on other methods? I want to switch up my methods, and your videos are so helpful. Thank you, Brittany. Yes, there's plans. I don't know what order yet. I would like to cover all the known methods. You know, so even cross countries, there's so many different variations, isn't it? And I think it was suggested maybe typewriter would be good to do. And depends on the complexity of the methods. There may be sessions that I can do that covers more than one method, right? That makes sense. And also it will, because in live stream, we can really talk through all the details, so we will be able to, you know, cover it quite extensively. Yes, so Brittany, that's a big yes. I will be doing so. And also for December, because a lot of my classes are paused through maybe from the 19th of December until January. So people go away for breaks. So I'm going to have more time to do special streams like that. Okay, so stay tuned. And ring is, ring sounds like a threat. Ring says bought out 6 portals again. Enjoying this a lot at the moment. That's nice, that's nice. Quite a lot of intricate stitching with a portal. Okay, this one is done, nice and easy. Move on to the next one. And this one is 498, 498. And also for Christmas, we are doing a Christmas Day special, okay? 498, and depends on your time zone. You know, you could be after your Christmas meal, and you just look for a spot of stitching to relax with your stitchy friends. 489, 489. And we're going to have mince pie, you know. Mince pies, not sure about Christmas pudding. Maybe I can steal some from my partner's parents. And we're going to have, you know, some of you are going to make trifles, aren't you? So it's going to be a delicious, delicious stream for sure, as usual. 498 is just one stitch over here. This red. And Michelle Fuller says, hi. Hello. And Rose is working on Hey Sao Jelly World. Oh, yesterday someone completed. Was it yesterday or day before? Someone maybe not completed, but has done a lot for the Jelly World. And I think Rose is probably one of those Sao stitchers trying to hit the deadline, trying to meet the deadline, which is at the end of the year on the dot. Karen Sutherland is here. Good to see you, Karen. Busy Mom says, working on my sewing room today. Oh, that's a Kim Jacobs piece. Trying to get some Christmas gift done. And we'll be stitching later. And working in my sewing room today, I was thinking about the Kim Jacobs piece. No, so she, Busy Mom is physically working in the sewing room and trying to get some Christmas gifts done. We'll be stitching later on my Disney princess. Very nice. And Chelsea is asking, Yogi, when are you going to do a whip parade? Very good question. So I'll try to find slots. I'd like to do one before Christmas. How does that sound? So as I mentioned before, there will be tutorial streams as well. And with a whip parade, probably it's going to be multiple parts because, you know, just the number of whips involved. And, you know, I have a plan in my head on how to do it. So it's probably going to be one of those Saturday afternoon. I'll see how it goes with December. If I have more free time slots, we might even do one during the week, you know? So I don't see why not, because everybody's in a different time zone. And also, you know, people have more time around Christmas. Maybe some people have time off. So, yes, I'll work something out. Yes, I'd like to do at least one before Christmas. That's my plan. So that's a big yes as well for Chelsea. 498. 498. Let me put this back here. As you can tell, I'm slightly short on the needles. I'm still waiting for my new needles to come. I've ordered 10 packs of John James needles at 28. But until they arrive, I have to play this juggling game to free my needles from needle board. So it's good fun. It's good fun. I like a challenge. I like a challenge. All right, next one, 729. 729. I already have one here. That's nice. Susan says no trifle, just sherry. Yeah, just go straight to sherry. Why not? Exactly. Go for it. I think sherry is a little bit sweet, isn't it? I don't think I ever drunk sherry on its own. Maybe they're different types. One stitch here, nice and easy. This fabric is lovely, actually. I really prefer non-gridded fabric so much more than gridded ones. And gridded ones, you know, it was helpful when I started stitching 25 counts. It was, you know, everything's gridded. I don't have to worry about it. But in terms of the texture and the, you know, just the feel of the fabric, I just find non-gridded ones a lot more subtle. 729, 729. And less bulky as well. Serena says 99. Oh, Serena. Yes, 99. Have a lovely rest. And, you know, watch a replay. Nothing's gonna, you know, everything's going to be there. So, and so 99 to Serena. 99 to Serena. Michelle Fuller is working on Cookies and Milk by Donna Gelsinger. I love it. I just love the title already. It just feels so cozy, isn't it? Food stitching is the best. Yummy food stitching. Not calamari, just to clarify. All right, next one. 936. 936. I do need to pick my color here. 936. Just need a single strand here. It's a green. Oh, and also tomorrow, just in case you, yes, tomorrow normally we have a later start, right? But the studio for tomorrow night for my classes, it's going to be closed for maintenance tomorrow. So the class will be paused for 1 week. So which means tomorrow is not going to be a later start. Tomorrow is going to be the usual time, maybe around this time as well. And I'll send out the the schedule as soon as I can, but around, this time really. So just for 1 week. Beth says, love with parade. Yes, it would be nice to kind of look at all my projects and have that kind of a more cohesive understanding of what I'm stitching overall, and also look up some dates as well. A lot of pieces I don't even remember exactly when I started them. It's all blurry. It's all rolled into one. So I'm going to look up the purchase time, for instance. It will give me some indication on when I start each piece. It'll be good fun to find out, to have a kind of a story for everything. 936, and all the pieces are attached to what's happening at that time, isn't it? So, their memories kind of embedded with every single stitch. And that's kind of nice to look back as well. Every whip has a story. Claudia Catroche says, I did 300 stitches in mini white angel hair today and was going to switch projects, but my choice, well, just keep picking the same jar. Oh, so Claudia's got a what is it? Claudia has got a magic wheel from Fairy. Amazing. So let me just pick the next color first. 7A1. If it's picking the same whip, you know what that means, right? Oh, Kelly Shaw's got Spooky Bingo here, the first one today. 936, just for one stitch. So it does count, maybe we're Spooky Bingo for about 2 seconds. But 936, the first Spooky Bingo today goes to Kelly. Everybody flash your bingo card for Kelly. 781, 781, 781, I do have it. Oh, this is the free the needle game. Yes. Celebration for today, for the first Spooky Bingo. And today is quite, we get a Spooky Bingo pretty quick, because sometimes it takes a little while. But today, a lot of color changes, so maybe we're going to get more. Yes, thank you everyone for Kelly. There. And I think I probably have two more single stitches, and the number of stitch counts will start to go up. Very exciting, very exciting. And it's worth it. All the single stitches are doing something. So this is not, some patterns kind of feels like, are they really doing anything? Those single stitches. But this one, they have a function. Each stitch has a function. 781. Here we go. Next one. 939. I think this one I've done, haven't I? Just one stitch. How peculiar. Just one stitch. Okay, 939. 939. Okay. I'll need to find a needle. Let's have a 744. Need to free up a needle. And 939 is my next color. Baduhi, hello. Good to see you. Okay, just one stitch down here. It looks almost the same. I'm pretty sure that's 310. And this is 939. It's kind of bluish, to be honest. One stitch here, really. Just one stitch. And also, with December, we also need to work out what our New Year's start is going to be. We have some rough idea, but I just have a feeling there's something else is going to come along, like another pattern around Christmas time or before, around December, from heaven and earth. I just have that feeling. Maybe, you know, maybe some exciting charts. 939, and I think the prediction is the Cyber Monday tomorrow. Is that the Cyber Monday? I think there's some prediction that tomorrow may be another heaven and earth sale. We don't know. 939, or maybe they have different plans. 939. And with the traveling library companion piece, we're still waiting for the max colors to drop. So we don't know when that's going to be. Hopefully before New Year, because, you know, if we're looking to start one of the pieces, or maybe some both, you know. Oh, Claudia says, a single stitch spooky bingo 939. Okay, the second one goes to Claudia Rouge. Yes, flush the bingo card for Claudia for 939. I knew it because a lot of color changes, and you know, maybe the probability of spooky bingo is gonna get a little bit higher. That's nice. Oh, I like a little bit of spooky bingo. It just feels like someone else is stitching the same color as you. Just like stitch along, you know, the joy of stitching together. And the next one is 921. 921. 921, I do have one threaded. Oh, 721, sorry. Wrong number. 921 is an orange. And it's just over here. Yes, today is Spooky Bingo Festival. Spooky Bingo Sunday. Oh, why frog, Kelly? What? Do not bring the you know, bring on the frogs. Put it away. Maybe bring on the pink ones if you must. Jersey Girl says, I'm working on Jelly World again today. I ended up getting 2,000 stitches on it yesterday. 2,000? Oh dear, you know what that means. I think the chat knows what that means. 2,000. Jersey, you know, Jersey Girl has confessed. No frog. Yes, Kelly. Nine to one. 9 to 1. Lovely. So, oh yes, I'm moving up to 2 stitches now. And the next one is also 2 stitches. 918, 918. Yes, Chloe. Exactly. Everyone, yes. We know what that means, all right? Sorry, Jazzy girl. You know, I'm afraid. That's just the way it is. Off you go. Yes, so I was talking about the New Year's start. I do have sleep time, and I really would like to start that one as well. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure that it's going to be my New Year, the New Year start, but I would like to start sleep time, maybe sometime in the beginning of the year. It's a supersized piece, and I think I just need to think through how I'm going to stitch it. And also fabric count. I just can't make up my mind with the fabric count on that piece. Two stitches, 918, 918, 918 here. Let me just quickly grab something here. And yes, today I've got coffee with me, freshly brewed coffee, and which I really like to have a sip right now. Let's have a little sip of my coffee in my thermal flask, nice and hot. Lona says, I got alienated for stitching 1,200 stitches in a day. You blew past me 200 miles per hour. You know, Lona, I don't know whether you were here yesterday. I think it was, yes, or day before. Lola, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Time flies. Lola stitched 2,500 yesterday. Okay, Lona, they're aliens, and there are aliens. So maybe we need to start creating different rankings and tiers for aliens. This shouldn't be allowed, seriously. 918 done, I think. So there you go. The different types of aliens. And 3012, 3012, 3012, yes. I'm really happy to see the color with a threaded needle. Here we go. 1, 2, here, 1 stitch. So I'm on 2 stitches now. And 1 more under here. Susan says, my New Year's start is an artsy chart, an angel. Yes, I saw that one. Yes, it's full coverage, isn't it? But it doesn't look massive, which is probably quite nice for Susan. Susan doesn't park. Susan, can I challenge you to park on that piece? You're only allowed to stitch that piece if you park. Any parking method of your choice. 3012. Callan says, I think I might post a poll on my New Year's start and what my New Year's start should be. I really can't decide, but I need to get a floss to do test patches to decide on the fabric. Yes, I think that's probably a good exercise to do some tests. I'm going to do one test actually, and I'll share the test results with you. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to test on, but it's something that I would like to find out for myself and see if it actually works for me. Because it might work for others, but not for you, right? Every stitcher is different. Next one, 3827, 3827. 27, I do have it. 3827. Okay. 3A27. No. I need to pick the color here. 3827. It's a very light orange. Just 2 stitches. Yes, Lona says, I was here yesterday on time, remember? I'm a baby alien then. Yeah, maybe there are different rankings. It also depends on the days. Maybe some days, it just flows, right? Or maybe you get to stitch for like every waking hour. So there are a combination of factors. Yes, Lona was here on time yesterday and on time today. Well done. See, you can do it. Two stitches with this one. 3827, and I'm going to end my thread here. Rose says, I'm planning my new year, new start, but waiting for Hate Max color version for the new release called Sweet Summertime. Oh, who's the artist for the piece? Sweet Summertime. Oh, starting with a summary piece in January. That's nice. 3827. 3827. I think I'm gonna wait till the next sale, next discount day from Heaven and Earth and see what happens. I just feel like maybe they're gonna drop something I want. Who knows? And once that's done, then maybe I can make up my mind what to do, because currently quite a lot of people are planning to stitch one of the 2 companion pieces for a traveling library, and they're both beautiful. But for some reason, I don't know. I don't mind doing the long one, the horizontal, the landscape one. But I'm also very drawn to Sleep Time as well by Chiro Marchetti. You know, sometimes you just know that when a pattern is calling you. All right, next one, 3031. Let me see how many 2 stitches have I got here. A few more. It's cool. 3031. 3031. Yes, I do have one threaded already. Very nice. Chelsea says, on average, I can do 610 stitches or 3 4 stitches in a day. So literally, it's kind of half the time with 10 stitches. I don't find that with me that necessarily it takes half amount of time to do 10. It's not a straight conversion for me. It's still slow, whichever whatever stitches I do, but maybe a little bit faster with 10. But I wouldn't say it's double the speed. Captain Squirrel, hello. Baby alien. I know, they're baby ones and they're senior ones. Mega alien. Jumbo alien. Hey, Band Creativity says, hi everyone, working on a diamond painting today. Yes, you're allowed. No judgment for me. Yes. I was intrigued by diamond painting when I first discovered it. I think it's quite a significant new type of craft, isn't it? It didn't exist before. And I was too scared to get involved because I can see the whole craft just turn into another rabbit hole. And I just haven't got enough time in my life to get involved with another craft like that. 2, 3, 4. So prior to stitching this much, I was mostly knitting because it's nice and easy, you can pick up and also create something that's functional most of the time, like a blanket or maybe some sort of a cardigan or whatever it is. It's good fun, isn't it? Or socks, you can knit socks. So I was primarily a knitter, and I do both knitting and crochet as well. So I've got a lot of accessories for that, you know, that I got throughout the years. Some really nice needles as well. And then, you know, from time to time, I'll switch to other things. I might do a little bit of embroideries, a little bit of cross stitching. And I like making stuff with felt as well. So I have a whole basket of felt pieces. So I'm kind of a, you know, primarily knitter, but I do all sorts of things, kind of, you know, person. But when the stitching came along, the full coverage in particular, oh, my world just changed. All my time is dedicated to stitching. And so, yes, from time to time I thought, well, maybe I should pick up my 50% complete blanket and finish it. I hope to do so. Maybe sometime in December. 3031. 3031. Just not enough time. 3031. Here we go. So Susan, are you referring to parking? Susan said, I don't have the means to electronic recall the thread. No, you can just make a marking on the chart. I know it's harder to do. I don't think that's a very good point. If you're anyone who is working with paper chart and also park as well, that'll be interesting to know how you manage that. It's trickier. Yes, I do agree, Susan. 3722. 3722. Let me find a thread. Three, 7, 2, 2. It's a brown, a burgundy, kind of a burgundy. Oh yes, I missed the other part of Band Creativity's comment. So she's asking for any recommendations for beginner kit. Oh, for cross stitching, yes. I think as a starter, yes, it might be quite nice to have a kit, right? The full kit with everything you need, rather than having to do it yourself. I think if I started off having to kit up my own project, I probably felt quite intimidated. I'm quite overwhelmed because so much to consider. You know, it's not just getting the threads together. It's about what type of threads do you get and what fabric count and all that stuff. I think it would be quite nice to start with a stitching kit. And also dimensions is pretty nice. Dimensions, they've got pieces, they're a little bit more involved, but they also have very small pieces. And I think there's another one called Lucas S as well, which is quite popular. They do a lot of stitching kits. You can find them on Amazon and also maybe some craft websites. Yes, I think a stitching kit would be a very nice area. They very nice start. They give you needles as well. Needles, fabric, chart. Well, the only drawback with the kit is you don't have the electronic version of the PDF of the chart. So it depends on how you work with your project, how you want to work, whether you want to use an app or not. All right, 3722. 3722. Let me pop it back. 3722. Jersey Girl says, I'll be starting 6 portals as my New Year's start. My goal for the year will be to get the first 10 by 10 block completed across the entire top of the project. Okay, so you're going to go across all 6 portals. So Jersey Girl, the alien, okay, is going to stitch the frames for a little while. So if you cross on top for the first 10 by 10 blocks, for 6 portals, it's all just different design frames, all 6 of them. Yes. That's very bold as a plan. Enjoy it. A15. So does that mean you're going to go down the second row of blocks? Or are you going to launch into individual portals? It's a strategy game, isn't it? A15, A15, A15. The Tangled Scan Crafter. Are you new to us? I wonder. If you are, welcome. And and she says, I haven't counted my stitches in so long. I'm going to have to start again for the hay sale at the start of January so I can get my chart finished next year. I haven't counted my stitches, so you don't count your stitches? Oh, as in stitch count. Not as in counting when you stitch. You have to count, don't you? And she says, I can't remember how many stitches I will have to stitch a day. I know, depending on the stitches, someone like me, to be honest, if I'm not streaming, I do not even look at the stitch count. I just stitch, you know, either it's 5 stitches or 30, doesn't matter. I'm just not very kind of goal orientated when it comes to stitching. I just want to enjoy the experience. So if I wasn't stitching, I have no idea how many stitches I made. Maybe I should start playing guess my stitches with myself. If when I stitch on my own, if I do, I can guess my own stitches. All right, 2 stitches here. I love this color, so rich. So Dana Gelsinger is the designer, the summer piece. She's popular, isn't it? 185, A15, sorry, A15. Susan says, I think sleep time is lovely. Squirrel start. I know. And Suzanne says, 0, 2 colors today. Yeah. It's nice, isn't it? When you have a piece that you basically completed all the stitches of that color. I think it happened to me once, but that color happened to be maybe under 30 stitches. And for some reason, it was concentrated in one area. And I just stitched them all. I was so surprised when I look at my chart and say 0. I thought, since when I complete, you know, stitches, complete colors? It's the first time. And the only time so far, let's face it. All right, next one. 2 stitches. 37A7. 37A7. Yes, I do have it. Oh, I love this game. Yes. Beth says, sleep time is beautiful. I'll be starting traveling library once I've got some good progress on my New Year start. You're all... so Beth is going to get an Aimee Stewart piece. Yes, it's a beautiful piece, isn't it? Callan says, I keep coming across knitting videos recently, and now I want to pick up my knitting back up. It just isn't enough time of the day. I know. I agree. It's just there's so much I want to do. And I do love knitting as well. It's so calm and peaceful. And also it doesn't involve too much of the setup. You can just sit wherever you are and just pick up the needles and the yarn and just start knitting. I know, I'm so grateful. There's so many different types of craft. They're available. imagine living in a world without crafts. Oh, what a harsh world it's going to be. Three, 7, A7. 3, 7, A7. Callan says, I discovered dimensions petite today, small ones. So now I want to get a bunch of those. Yes, they do sort of different ranges. Some really tiny and really simple, not simple, yeah, sort of simpler. And then they have Dimensions Gold collection, which is my favorite, to be honest. And they're full coverage or close to full coverage. And they have variation of different stitches. You know, some have 10 stitches and different strands, some have blend colors, and some have French knots, and it's good fun. So I think they cater for people maybe have some experience of stitching, because otherwise it's a little bit daunting, isn't it? Oh, next one, 4 stitches. I'm jumping from 2 to 4 now. 3, 7, 1, 2. 3, 7, 1, 2. Do I have the color? Yes. Because I literally run out of needles. Oh my God, I found 3, 7, 1, 2, but wrong color. It's supposed to be pink, and this color was dark. It's dark on my border, so I don't know which one this is. 3, 7, 1, 2. Okay, I need to find it. Yes, sometimes I do dot the wrong needle, or maybe dot the thread, a needle, on the wrong number. It does happen, because sometimes, particularly when the number gets long, you can make mistakes. Let's have a look. Clara says, Hate has several beginner charts, I believe, by Aimee Stewart. Yes, I think that the challenge would be getting all the material together if you're brand new, because we now have been stitching for a while. For us, it's kind of, you know, it's a no-brainer. But I think I can imagine looking back, if I never really done cross-stitching before, and you want me to go out and source my own fabric, you know, my own material, I'm gonna run away. So I think a kit would be a very good start, I think. So you can just enjoy the stitching and see if you like it without having to worry about, you know, getting the flaws and all that stuff. You have everything in front of you. Lona says, I'm working on a dimensions kit. It's making me hate dimensions. Why? It's using same symbols, but one is pale blue and one is pale green. Why? I mean, they use the same number. It can't be. It must be some difference. They mix them together. Wow. Yes. I love them though. I love them though. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Very nice. And the great thing about this method is the more stitches, as it goes, the stitch count goes up, the faster it gets. In theory. 3, 7, 1, 2. 3, 7, 1, 2. Susan says, I've just bought a Lucas. Oh, not Lucas S. Luca S. Kit called Christmas Interior. I'll post a pic. That sounds lovely. Hey, Mandy's here as well. Welcome. Elandra says, I've had the Dimensions Gold White Tiger in my stash forever. I really need to get off my butt and do it. I know the great thing about a stitching kit is there's something so cozy about it. You know, when you receive the package, you just know everything you need is in this pack. And that's so nice. That's so nice. I do love it. Maybe I'm going to get another one. Maybe from Dimensions. I sometimes go back from time to time and just to see if they have some new ones, you know, particularly the Go collection. A34. Yes, I've got it on my board here. So 4 stitches here. Hey, Maddie. Maddie says, Yogi, how I've missed you. Friends, how's everyone? Maddie, where have you been? Yes. So good to see you. I need full report, okay? Where have you been? Oh, Susan says it might be 3A17. Oh, this little one. I was trying to figure out. I think it's probably one of these greens here. I'll have a look. I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to check. So thank you, Susan. One. There's some aliens. They can just look at the color and go, hey, that's 746 or something. There you go. Oh, but you know, the other day, you guys are aware of Gecko Rouge, and some of you might have Gecko Rouge kits as well. I have one, a big one. I know, so I went back to their website, just have a little browse there, and I came across this section on their website. It says, let me just pop this back first. A34. It's quite a unique company, so I don't know what to make of it. So if you have had Gecko Rouge kits, you're probably aware they don't give you DMC colors. And so you don't know what they are, even though they do, all of their threads are DMC threads, okay? So all the colors are numbered based on the number of colors you have per kit. It's made to order kits. So in general, you have no idea what colors they are, even though they're quite generous in terms of the quantity, the amount of floss they give you. But maybe for some people at some point, maybe they run out for whatever reason. And there's a section on their website. Let me pick the next color, 3771. 3771, I have it. There's a section on their website that allows you to ask them to maybe get certain DMC numbers. Maybe you run out, you want to know what they are, so you can top it up yourself, right? Maybe just 1 or 2 colors, that can happen for whatever reason. So there's a section there that you can ask them, provide the proof that you have bought the kit from them, you know, and that's all fair. And they will give you up to 5 colors. So obviously they're not going to give you everything because they don't want you to figure it out and pass on the PDF. So it's for copyright reasons. I can understand that. But the thing is, they actually charge you for that, just for asking. So imagine if you have bought a kit from them, which I have. I have a Colin Thompson's pattern. And if I run out of any color that I, you know, instead of buying from them, I just want to go, you know, I have tons of DMC. I just want to know. I just want to know what color this color is, or a couple of colors that I run out. So I can just, you know, get a floss myself. They actually charge you just to ask the question. I think they charge you, well, not a huge amount, but I don't know what to feel about it. They charge you, I think, about £7, just under £7, just for asking them, you know, just to get the DMC number. I think you can buy from them. If you buy from them, they probably just don't tell you what color it is, whatever you're buying. They just give you, and of course, you know, if you have to pay for it. But just for asking them to reveal the numbers, and also provide the purchase history, you know, so you're not a random person trying to figure out what those colors are. You have to pay £7 for it. That's it. It's really unique. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think about that. Mandy says, I haven't cross-stitched in a long while, taking breaks so I can crochet instead. Oh, yes, maybe there's a slow crocheting with Yogi channel out there somewhere that Maddie's been going. Oh, Maddie, come back to us. Yes, but really good to see you. But sometimes you just want to change, you know, the flavor a little bit, which is nice. So when you come back to stitching, it's really fresh and exciting, right? Like now. What are you stitching today, if you are? And Carla Rebello is back with us. Hello, hello. Good to see you. And Travis has just posted an update. Is it a Pokemon? There's a Pokemon piece. Yes. It's nice to see some stitches that we haven't seen for a little while, for whatever reason. You know, in the beginning, yes, in the very, very beginning, when the channel really daily, we only have probably less than 10 viewers stitching together in a chat, something like that, in the very, very beginning. And there was a lady, there used to be a lady called, I know her, her name was Gayla, but I can't remember her screen name. Her screen name was different. The lady called Gayla, and she was always the first to wait in the chat. And, you know, even before the stream start. So she was always there and, you know, in the chat waiting for it. And one day in the chat, I think some of the regulars probably know, Rose, you were here from the beginning. I don't know whether Susan has joined us yet. I don't think so. But River and Sarah, all the sort of, you know, the regulars from the beginning, they probably knew this lady. And I hope maybe she's watching. I hope so. But one day she came on the chat and goes, I had a stroke yesterday. And to be honest, when I saw that comment, I thought she was joking because she was in the chat. So she was okay enough to join the chat, right? So when she said, I had a stroke, maybe it's exaggeration. Sometimes people go, I had a heart attack yesterday, but not really having a heart attack, you know. So I kind of took it like that. And then as I read through the comments, it turned out she had a stroke. But I was thinking, well, maybe it's not too, you know, not too severe, not too serious, because she was in the chat, she could type, and she was making sense, right? And it turned out that she actually had a stroke. I don't know how serious, and everybody was very concerned. And but that's as far as I know. And then she stopped coming to the chat, maybe the day after, because everybody was wishing her well. And yeah, I never saw her again. So I kept thinking about it, even now, very regularly. I'll be thinking, you know, how's Gayla doing today? Or maybe she's in a rehab or something, but she's watching, right? Gayla, if you're watching, I'm thinking of you. I haven't forgotten you. And she was one of the, you know, people from the very, very beginning, when no one was watching the channel. She was there supporting the channel. She enjoyed it. So it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. And I'd love to know if everyone knows how Gayla is doing. I just want to say I'm thinking of you. 3776. And I hope one day she's going to pop up and go, hey, I'm all good. I miss stitching. And I've been watching all along. 3776. So sometimes when, you know, particularly the regular viewers and people in the chat, when they don't come on the chat for a while, I get worried. I seriously get worried. And so it's always a relief when they come on and go, well, you know, I've been a little bit busy or whatever. It happens, right? But it's just good to know. And they're doing good. Susan says, Mandy, you can crochet with us. Of course you can. Yes. It's allowed. Okay, you can diamond painting, you know, do diamond painting, you can knit, you can sew, you can, you can do anything. Just join us. So now I'm on 6 stitches. Amazing. Yes, Suzanne remembers. Yes, Suzanne, you're here from the beginning as well. Suzanne says, I remember her, but it was when I first started coming to your live stream, so I didn't actually know her, but I remember the comment. Yes, she just came on one day and go, I had a stroke yesterday, and I thought she was joking. And then it turned out she actually did. So I thought, well, maybe it's quite minor, because people can have very minor stroke and still be okay. And then she, you know, I just don't see her anymore. Oh, Jackie. Jackie says, I just logged on a spooky bingo. Second day in a row, 3776. Yes, round of applause to Jackie. 2 days in a row, we need to give it a name. Bingo chain. Roll over bingo. Mandy says, I'm kitting up my 6th portal. Oh, a lot of portal stitches. I'm scared. Yes, so Mandy's managing the floss drops and drinking coffee. Very nice. All right, 6 stitches. Yes, Clara is flashing the bingo card for Jackie. 2 in a row, eh? You in a row? Carla is being creative with the emoji. Very nice. 3776. Oh, Rajal was here as well. Yes, Rajal was also here from the start. So Rajal, you remember, right? Gayla. I can't remember her YouTube name, but I remember the name, the actual name. 732. 732. And I hope she's just recovering, you know. Sometimes you take some time and she's actually watching every day. Oh, that made me so happy. Let me take a sip of my coffee. All right. So this one's got 7 stitches. Very nice. The number is going up. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more. 1, 2, 3. So pretty. And the nice thing about this area is because these are a little square, it's called, what would you call it? Would you call it patchwork? It's not quite patchwork. So all the colors are kind of slightly concentrated. So when you have 7 stitches, not 7 stitches in sort of random area, they're all around, kind of, you know, within, quite close to each other. So it's much easier to stitch. Otherwise, I've got, you know, 5 different blocks. You could be traveling everywhere. They're quite concentrated in one area. 732. 732, going back. The next one, 8 stitches. one extra. A14, A14, A14. Let's have a look. 3787. A14. It's burgundy. And this piece is perfect for Christmas as well. It just has that feel to it and very, very colourful. Oh dear. And I remember this piece came out at the same time as the, is it Mushroom? Merry Mushroom Village, the full size one. I remember this piece, the regular color one, came out at the same time as the Merry Mushroom pattern. And I remember I was watching Komari at that time, and she immediately decided to do the Merry Mushroom one. But for me, this piece was a lot more for me. And Merry Mushroom one is more in a sort of fantasy realm, and I much prefer a cozy room. You know, this one was just a dream piece for me. But I had to wait. I had to wait for the max colors to drop. So it took maybe three weeks, less than a month, I think. And I was very excited. And I think I made the right choice, because this piece is a great candidate for max colors. All right, 8, 2 more. Lona says, I don't like paper patterns anymore. Not since owning Pattern Keeper. I know, once you go digital, it's very hard to go back. And I was just talking about Komari. Komari, the floss tuber, the Japanese lady. She stitches super fast. And when I first discovered her, she was working with A4 sheets. She would print out heaven and earth patterns. She doesn't park, so I think that was okay. And she would just, you know, use a pencil and just mark the stitches as I go. And that's, you know, how I discovered her. I was fascinated by the way she was doing it, because by that time, you know, a majority of people probably using an app to track their stitches, and she was happily just doing paper charts. But later on, she discovered, I kind of followed her journey to the point that she discovered Pattern Keeper. Apparently, I think she knew about the app but never thought about using it. You know, sometimes we have this idea about what we like to work, how we like to work, and we're kind of not interested in you know, making changes. And she was a little bit like that. So even though I think Pattern Keeper was relatively popular in Japan by that point. I can't remember when that was, maybe 3 years ago, something like that, 2 years ago. And, but, you know, she didn't really, you know, want to try until she decided to change her mind and tried it. And you can just tell the transformation. She was so surprised by how easy it was to do it, to mark. You know, you don't have to print out A4 sheets. And she used to stitch. If you don't know the lady, Komari's, just look up Komimari. She would hold the needles as she stitches. She does cross country, so, and she does really fast, really efficient stitcher. And she will hold a pencil or pen because she has to mark her chart on the side, and she will hold a pen like this and do her stitching, two-hand stitching like this with a pen in her hand, and then just, you know, so she can quickly go and mark the pencil. I just never seen anybody stitching like that. That's why I was so fascinated, really fascinated. She's very unique as a stitcher. A33. And I still watch her from time to time and just see what she's, you know, doing nowadays. A33. And I think currently she's trying out a stamp kit. So I don't know whether there's some sort of affiliation with the stamp kit company. Because all the Japanese floss tubers, they seem to be promoting the same company. Some fairy something. And all of them. So I think it might not be a coincidence. Maybe it's some sort of more organized activity. But yeah, it's quite fascinating watching someone like her doing stamp kit. It's a very different kind of stitcher. Lona says, I have Merry Mushroom Village. Oh, Picnic, that's right. Supersize Max Colors. I think that's the one Komari has as well. Yes. And the style is very similar to some other pieces by Aimee Stewart. Sort of fairy tale, Once Upon the Fairy Tale or something like that. Kind of similar style and color scheme as well. Jackie says, hoping we get max colors for the new Aimee Stewart pieces soon. Can't wait to start those. Yes, I suspect if they're going to drop those max color version before Christmas, it could be the next sale, right? Next discount day. I don't know when it's going to be. Could be any day. But I think they will definitely do one before Christmas. Three. I need to track my stitches now. Now it's 10. Oh, I forgot to check. Yes, 10 stitches now. Travis says, I'm not a fan of the paper pattern that came with my kit. It's one giant sheet folded up. Yeah, so even the stamp kits, they come with paper patterns, do they? Just in case, because if you spill your coffee and all the ink fades away, maybe a backup plan. But I suppose you probably don't need to refer to the pattern constantly. 1, 2, 3. And I think for STEM kids, they probably can't go up too high on the stitch count, right? Because you're going to run out of space for the symbols. And I don't think I've seen anybody stitching the STEM kids that's higher than... Is 18 count even possible? Maybe 16 counts. Maybe 18 counts, the stitches are getting quite small. You need to be able to fit the symbol on the canvas. Karen Sutherland says, Painting Fairy has been marketing heavily through floss tubers. Yes, it seems like it. But sometimes with my Facebook feed, there will be pictures of, kind of testimony by stitchers for the company. And it makes me smile, made me laugh every time. I find it quite amusing because all of them look like hostages. You know, when you take those photos kind of, with today's newspaper and just to prove that you are alive, it was, I get that vibe because all of them have kind of they kind of take the pictures in a very similar setting. Normally it's a really large kind of stand and with a huge kit, huge canvas on top of it. And they all look smiley and look at the camera very unnaturally. I understand it's marketing, okay? They're probably required to do so, but it always makes me laugh. They just look like hostages and they have to do what they're told. Oh, A33. Lona says, I have Once Upon a Fairy Tale as well. So yes, I maybe that's a style that you're drawn to, right? Travis says, there are a lot of areas where the print is blurry on the canvas. Really? That's not nice. Because I thought the whole point there is that you can rely on the symbols on the canvas, so you don't have to look at the chart all the time. Okay, let's have a look. What's next? The next color is 12 stitches. Ooh, I'm flying. 12 stitches of 3862. 3862. Lona says 18 count kits are possible. So Travis, what is the fabric count of your Pokemon piece? Is it 16 or is it 14? Suzanne says, I have 16 count. I believe they do 18 counts. I think 18 count is probably max, right? I can't imagine doing 20. It's so tiny. You probably can't see anything. Or maybe they can color code it rather than having a symbol. They can just have a kind of just flat colors. And this one is, I've got 12 stitches. Alandria says, I have several 18 count stamp kits from Painting Fairy. The symbols are nice and clear. Ha. So Travis's kit is not from Painting Fairy, or is it? I think that's the whole point, isn't it? Having stamp kit is that relaxation of not having to refer to the charts. And if you can't see very well and have to constantly look back and forth, it can defeat the purpose. Might as well just do counted cross stitch. Oh dear. Travis's 14 count. So sounds like Painting Fairy. It's kind of slightly better quality because it seems that the symbols are nice and clear. It's important, isn't it? That's probably the most important part of the stamp kit. Six. There's 3 more in a different location. So Travis's Pokemon kit is coming from Tapestry Market. Is that a brand name or just general market? Interesting. So the quality might vary, I suppose. But I think 14 count isn't too bad because it's got a lot of space for symbols. Oh, hello. I think we have a new stitcher joining the chat. Lejan Matava. I did my best. June Matava. Yes. I don't know if it's a lady or gentleman. I love your videos. I love cross-stitching. I do the printed ones because I'm still learning counting. Yes, it's probably a good way to start as well, isn't it? Because earlier on we're talking about for people starting to cross-stitch, whether they're stitching, kits, they're catered for them. And I think a whole kit is generally a much better option if you're starting. And stamp kit is really good as well. But to be honest, I didn't know such thing existed until I started to look into full coverage. I didn't know. I didn't know it existed. I don't know how long they've been around, but I've been sort of, doing Dimensions kit, on and off for many years since I was, quite young actually. And I didn't know there was such a thing as stamp kit till very recently. So I didn't really have that option when I started. Yeah, so you don't want the symbol to be blur. And also you have to be very mindful so you don't spill anything. I don't know whether the ink could be rubbed off. If you handle it quite a lot and you have warm hands, I wonder if the ink will start to get blurry. Some people have sweaty hands. Nothing wrong with that, but some people have more, more moisture in their hands. Yes, welcome. So why don't we have a chocolate break? As I'm sipping coffee, you know, I can do with a piece of chocolate. Why don't we? Snacky time, everyone. Yes, bring on the snacks. Bring on the chocolate and power drinks, okay? And snacking is so we have energy to continue with our power stitching. So just maybe Yogi can stitch a little bit faster, who knows? But I'm really happy with the progress so far. It's really good fun, really good fun. Doing this method with this area is perfect. And let's have a look. Bring on the chocolate. Yay! Look, and I'll zoom out a little bit so you get to see the beautiful cushion. So nice, isn't it? And I've got a matching reindeer as well. It took us a while to figure out whether they're reindeers, they're elk, or moose, whatever wild animals out there. So once again, let me introduce you to my giant chocolate buttons. You can see I worked this one hard. There's only a few pieces left. Okay, I snack on them sometimes in between classes as well, and I just take a few of them in the Tupperware box and I carry them with me. So I'm going to dip into my bag here. Yes, chocolate time, everyone. And June, if you never joined us before, yes, we have chocolate time, we have snacky time, and just replenish, you know, the energy, the 5 calories we have burned for up to this point. And it's vigorous, you know, athletic activity here. So this one is a little bit smaller as a button. So chocolate button is a chocolate of choice for the group. But if you don't have the button, you're allowed to eat other things, other types of chocolate, or any kind of snacks. You know? Yes, chocolate time. And dolly time as well. It's a dolly in the mix. Yes, power snacks, and power drinks as well. Very nice, everyone. Susan says the cushion is fantastic. I know, it's so beautiful. I never get tired of looking at all the details. And can you, let me zoom in a little bit. Not only that you have the different color squares, but also you can see the seams as well, you know, running along the edges. Just so much detail, so much detail. Really well charted. So well done, heaven and earth. Oh, nice sip of coffee. Suzanne says, I just got some hot chocolate and mini marshmallows. Oh, I must try that actually. I think I don't want to get sugar overload because I don't do very well with too much sugar. But that sounds lovely, isn't it? So you've got like kind of gooey bits that melt into the hot chocolate. Yes. Maybe I'll give it a little go. I just need to get some milk, Susan, you know? You know me, not very organized. Travis says, I think it was Suzanne who said that there may have been moisture in the warehouse when they ordered my kit. Oh, that could happen, couldn't it? I posted a picture of the blurry symbols and a few other ladies said it was poor quality. I think you should be able to tell the difference whether it's kind of smudged or just badly printed. You know, is it badly printed? They're kind of off the grid. But if it's smudged, it's just, you know, maybe the moisture. Hey, River. Good to see you. Hello, hello. How lovely to have you. River, how's the new car? My goodness. You know, I don't always have time to respond to the Facebook posts, but I look at them on the go. You know, in between, I just pull out my phone and see what's being posted. And lo and behold, River's got a new car, a surprise. Is it Christmas gift or is it for special occasions? I know nothing about cars, so I can't remember the make. But River's got a brand new car from Hobby. Yeah, how nice. Callan says, I don't think I have any chocolate today. Oh, Callan. My condolences to you, Callan. You know, make sure you come to the stream fully equipped with power snack. You can snack on other things. You can have a banana. How's that? Let me take another sip of coffee. Oh, I feel good. Hey, Kimberly as well. I was thinking about you, Kimberly, yesterday. You know, I think of you from time to time. Where have you been, Kimberly? Full report. Full report. You know, I was just saying earlier on that, you know, if a regular person that comes to the chat on a regular basis and I don't hear from them anymore, I get worried. I get worried. And Bex is here and says, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. I missed you. Oh, thank you for saying hello. Yes. You know, if you're just lurking, it's okay, but just say hello so I know you're there. So I don't get worried. River says the car was 100% unexpected. I haven't been talking about getting one. My old car is only 8 years old. So how long does people have their cars? I really have no cars. I have taken driving lessons but never bothered to have license because I live in London. You know, I cycle all day long. I don't need a car. But what would be the average length of time people keep their car before they replace it? I have no idea. 8 years sounds longish, but I don't know. Maybe it's not long. Yes, Callan, gotta go get grocerying. Yes, Callan, do your groundwork, okay? It's part of stitching, Callan, all right? Note that down. Snacking is part of stitching, all right? It's official. 3064. Oh, now I'm feeling good. 3064. 3064. Yes, I have one here. Very nice. Kimberly says, I had my mum for a week for Thanksgiving holiday, took her home yesterday. Send her home so you can stitch. I'm kidding. Yes, the mother-daughter time, the bonding time is the best. You know, cherish it. I miss my mum so much. I wish I could just spend 1 hour with her. Really. So, that's very nice. Very nice. Travis says, I have some chocolate fudge brown. What? There's a lot going on there. Hang on. I have some chocolate fudge brownie ice cream. You know, to have fudge is one thing. To have fudge brownie and ice cream is just greedy. Travis, stop it. No, I'm kidding. That sounds great. A fudge brownie. So fudge is one thing, brownie is another, right? They're not the same thing. And then on top of that, it's an ice cream. Oh, you have some headache? Yes. Travis sometimes has migraine. Yes. Just relax, deep breath, ujjayi breath, you know. And you have the ice cream waiting for you. River says, my car before that had 16 years. Wow. Busy Mom says, I just paid my car off this month and hoping it will last last me another 2 years. Oh, right. Okay. So it's like a mortgage. You can do installments as well. Never owned a car. I have no idea. That's very nice. So normally you can have a car for more than 10 years. And Karen Sutherland says, I've just replaced my car. The previous one is for 6 years. So various reason people replace the cars. And also it depends on whether the car you have is a new car or used car. I think if it's used car, it probably wouldn't last as long. But then what do I know? Nothing about cars. Chloe C says, my car is 14 years old and hoping I will get a few more years before I die. Chloe. You're going to be here for another 100 years, so get ready. You might need another car or two. Karen says, currently I drive about 1,000 kilometers a week. I have no concept of that at all. Where do you go, Karen? Cross country? Extreme cross country? That sounds like a lot of kilometers. Oh dear, drama in River's live. River says, my husband's ex-wife is filming about a new car. Everyone thinks that's funny. Why would she be filming then? Does she think she needs one as well? She should get one as well. Oh, go on then. Get a husband to appease the ex-wife. Landra says, my car was born in 2008. Wow, I've had it for about 18 months. I haven't passed my test yet, but I love the car so much. It's called, oh, you've got a name, Spoot Mobile, because of my many spider pets. Hang on, the car was born in 2008 and you've had it only 18 months. So I presume it's a used car? Right. Oh, so cars can last that long. 2008, or is it 18? Just in case it's a typo. 2008 is like, how many years? Nearly 20 years ago. Isn't it? 18 years ago. Spider pets. Oh, dear. Now we're discovering another thing about Alandria. She's a spider fancier. Karen Sutherland says, my last car was used when I got it. Current one is brand new. Right. Yes, it depends on whether it's a used car or a new car. a look here. Two more here. Karen says work is 150 kilometers a day? You drive 150 kilometers every day? Wow. Plus I can drive anywhere up to 200 kilometers round trip from home visits. I presume. Yes, sometimes, being live in the city for a while, I forget there's, depending on where you live, you might need to drive for a long while before you get to a shop or to do anything. I mean, as a city person, I just don't have that concept in my mind. I just presume that if you want to buy something, you just pop down to the shop 3 minutes away. But it's not the case, is it? 1, 2, 3. There's one more here. So I don't know whether driving feels different, because if I sit in a car, even 10 minutes feels very long and I just can't wait to get out. But if you're driving it, because I've heard some people say, I enjoy driving. I just don't know what that means. Why do you enjoy driving? It's kind of just a mean to an end for me. Susan, do not stir things up, okay? Susan, it's like a sour loser. Maybe the ex-wife is going to come on here and go, River, what did you say about me? You never know who's watching, right? We don't want family drama played out on Yogi's chat. Well, maybe it's fun. I'm kidding. And Betty Hankins says, my husband's truck is a 2000, meaning it was born in year 2000, still runs. That's 25, 26 years. And we have a 2018. Yes, I suppose depends on the type of cars. If you replace certain parts, that break down, you can probably keep them going for a long time. Bicycles can last for decades. I mean, the Brompton I've got is a 2018 made. It was a special edition, and it's a greenish. It was really lovely. And to be honest, I had many bicycles before, and the big bikes. Most of the times, every year, there will be a couple of times a puncture and some, bits and pieces break down. Brompton, if you want to get a folding bike or a small bike that you can get around, get a Brompton. I know it's not it's not on the cheap side. But it's solidly engineered. And since I got the bike, the Brompton in 2018, not a single puncture. And very, very few, maybe less than a handful technical issues. They were very minor, and they got fixed very quickly. Just adjustments, that kind of things. But other than that, no puncture is never heard of. With I had many bikes before that. They all have punctures. Not with Brompton. Fingers crossed. As soon as I say it, tomorrow I'm gonna have a puncture. But yes, I think if you maintain it properly and replace parts, I think vehicles can last for a long time. As long as it's safe, it doesn't matter if it's older. My next color is 902. 902. burgundy. But having a car in London is like having a child. You have so much more responsibility. You have the insurance. You have the parking space to look after, and you have to do like a maintenance, don't you? Oh, it's so much work. I'd rather walk, you know, than drive. Oh, River. Real life family drama playing out on Yogi stream. Dun dun dun. River says, she says, I stole her life. We like a bit of a drama here, okay? It's for entertainment, not entertaining for River, but we like gossip, don't we? So River says, she says, I stole her life, even though I didn't even meet her until 4 years. 4 years after their divorce, 28 years ago. But the thing is, I presume, I'm guessing, maybe the husband had, they probably have kids before, right? So they're forever linked with the ex. If you don't have kids, when you break up, you could just walk separate ways and never, you know, speak to each other again or see each other again. But if you have kids, unfortunately, you better get along because you are forever linked with each other. You know. ...2008 for Landria. Regarding the car. And Ring says, my work truck was built in 1987, still going strong. But there are sort of antique cars, sort of retro cars, they're still really popular. And some people, you know, kind of collect them and replace parts and make them work. I think good engineering goes a long way. If it's a well-made car, in theory, it could last for a long time. Long, long time. I think as long as it's safe to drive, you know, why not? Landria says, mine is a Volkswagen. I know nothing about cars. Polo. It's a great little runner. Starts every time. That helps, doesn't it, Landria? It starts every time. But it does get regular checks and love. Yes, I think if it's well maintained. And also it depends on the mileage. If you drive a lot versus if you occasionally drive it, probably, you know, contributes to the wear and tear as well. Hang on, I can bring the thread over to the left here. And as I said, you know, bicycles can last for decades. Decades. Oh, everybody's talking about Landria's spider pets. Are they big, Landria? Are we talking about, you know, those hairy, big tarantula type? Ooh. I bet they're cuddly. They're furry and cuddly. Very nice. That one's done. I just want to check if there. Yes, there are more. 2 more stitches over here. Travis says, I was watching a nature documentary today and there was a spider the size of a dinner plate. Oh, Travis. Bird-eating tarantula. Dinner plate depends on how big the dinner plate is. I'm thinking quite large. Oh no. Yes, including the legs. You know, if you measure from leg to leg, it could be quite large. Oh dear. Yes, if you have a spider phobia, cover your ears and close the eyes. Do not look at the chat. All right, this one done. $902. Going back. Betty says, yes, here we have, we're 30 minutes from a grocery store. I presume 30 minutes driving, right? Not walking. For me, 3 minutes walking. If I walk fast, maybe 2.5 minutes. I get to the shops. All right, next one. 18 stitches, yay. 3858. I told you. I'm flying. 3858. 3858. Yes. Jackie says, I'm going to pass out the thought of that. I told you to cover your ears, okay? Just disclaimer here, okay? The Yogi channel is not responsible for people passing out fainting due to a spider phobia or any kind of phobia. Phobia of parking, you know? I am not responsible. And I do not cover the therapy afterwards, all right? Alandra says, I have a bird eater. Is it a name for the spider? The name is called bird eater. It says on the tin. You know what it does? His name is Incy Wincy. Dear, oh dear. But he's a runt compared to the rest of his species. Only 8 to 9 inches across, guys. Jackie. Yes. And River referring to the family drama, tiny bit of drama, comedy, hopefully. Entertaining to me too. She's ridiculous. Oh, right. So I have 3 grown daughters. Even the children was telling her to behave. I know. It's complicated, isn't it? And night night, Elandria. Yes. Say hello to the spiders. Elandria. All the spiders. Yes, Travis, I love a little bit of a documentary as well. And there's some really good ones. Really good ones. And there are a lot of really good ones on YouTube as well, just created by random people. Not random, but not necessarily, you know, documentary makers. I love YouTube for that. I remember years ago when I was, I would say dating. We actually lived together with a guy, and who had a 7-year-old daughter. 7-year-old daughter, and she was lovely. She was really, really lovely, and I was quite friendly with her mom as well. So they had this little girl, really, really smart, and you know, so she spent I think 3 days out of 4 per week with us, and the other 4 with her mom. So we spent a lot of time with her. We play a lot of Lego together. And to be honest, for me, I don't know how to be a mom. I'm not trying to be a mom. I'm just kind of a big sister playing with her. And we had a great time. She loved me. She would come and sit on my lap. A 7-year-old child, I don't know if it's, you know, common for them to want to sit on someone else's lap. And, but yeah, we had a really good time. I loved her. So when we broke up, I wasn't so sad about breaking up with with a guy. I was sad about not being able to see her anymore. I was genuinely sad for not being able to see her. But there you go. You know, that's just the way it is. Sometimes you lose a relationship. Well, not you lose a relationship. You break up with someone. You lose all the people around the person as well. Sometimes friends, they have to pick sides. And, or, you know, it's just awkward to see them. And also someone else's parents as well. There are occasions that I get along with the parents so well. When we break up, I kind of miss their parents a little bit. So it's not easy. It's not easy. Callan says, I don't think I could own a spider, but I let them be. Unless they're in my bedroom, then I collect them and move them outside. Yes, if I come across like a spider, they're quite sneaky. Sometimes my cat, you know, sometimes Dolly does try to catch it. I don't know what it does. I'm too scared to look. But if I get a chance, I try to guide them outside the house. I'll just allow them to, you know, climb up on a piece of paper, and then I take the paper outside. I can do that. You know, I'm not so scared that I couldn't do that. I just think, you know, all they're trying to do is just trying to survive, isn't it? They're not doing anything wrong. And I want them to live as well. Happy life. But just not inside the house. Live somewhere else. Have a happy life somewhere else. Very nice. Seven, 733. 733. Lovely. I'll take a sip of my coffee here. Beautiful. And this one, I've got 19 stitches. 19 stitches. Let me have a look here. Jackie says, I pass out even if a spider is 1 centimeter long. Really? The tiny ones. I've actually got braver. My girls are scared too, so I have to be brave for them and trap and release little ones that get inside. I know. Oh, they're just trying to live. That's it. I wouldn't be so kind with roaches. Thank God we don't have cockroaches here. I think I'll probably have to move to another, a different planet if there are cockroaches here. It's too cold for them. For tiny spiders, I don't mind actually. I'm not too scared of them. Bigger ones, yes, I get a little bit nervous. Hey, Kristen S. There you go. I remember. See? It does help when you turn up. Maybe in time for the class. On time for the class. Late to the party today. Hello. Yes, it's Kristen. Welcome. Trying to figure out where I take my thread next. Over here. Lona says spiders are mean, especially the brown recluse here in America. What does it look like? Or maybe some of us don't want to know. Is it big? And why are they mean though? Are they not just trying to, I don't know what would be their goals every day as they wake up in the morning. They crawl around, right? They walk around. What are they trying to do? Are they trying to find food? Or are they just, roaming about, kind of no particular destination? I don't know what the spiders are trying to do every day. What are they trying to achieve? I like to know. This is so lovely to stitch. Janine, hello. Lovely Janine is here, says hello too. Been lurking for a few minutes, but I have to say, why are we talking about spiders? Squish them. Hey, don't say that. For Elandria, they're friends, For Elandria, they're companions. And they're cuddly. Yes. So each to their own. If you want to cuddle a spider, go for it. I have no problem with that. Just do not ask me to do that, all right? Some large tarantulas, they're quite furry. So in theory, you could give them a nice little hug. They're qualified as furry animals. Like teddy bear. Chrissy's here. Hello. Chrissy says, I've been on the whole stream and forgot to say hello. Oh, Chrissy, I'm drinking water and stitching. Night at the Drive by Jeff Hain. Yes. Oh, good for you to say hello. You can lurk. Just say hello and you can, go back lurking. So I know you're here. So good to have you. I know I'm a lurker as well. If I go to a stream, I rarely chat. So I totally understand. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the stream, listen to whatever they're talking about, and just potter about and do my own things, That happens a lot. So I get it. But occasionally come forward to say hello. Oh, this is looking good. Susan. All right, now we know what spiders are. Spiders, according to Susan, is land calamari. Yes, well, if you talk about the number of lakes, yes, okay, I can see the similarities there. Land calamari, oh my God. Yes, oh dear, the calamaris are banned. It's a it's a group rule, okay? No calamari stitching. I haven't noticed anybody stitching spiders just yet. We might need to create new rules. Land calamari. Ginny says they do not belong in a house, which I agree. I don't want them to be in a house where I am as well. Maybe other houses, but my house, no. But yes, I try to gently guide them outside to the garden and just tell them that, you have no future here. It's much better out there in the big wide world. You can go wherever you want, Do not come in here. And also Dolly might, hunt them and God knows. I like to think that she would not eat them, but who knows? Very nice. Lovely. Mary, hello. Mary says, I've woken up, tuning to live for the first time in ages. Oh, I'm glad. All the guys who haven't been on the stream for a while coming forward to say hello. And you're talking about spiders. No, I never get back to sleep. Good, then stay here, Mary. Yes, we're talking about spider because Alandria apparently has spiders as pets. They have names as well. Maybe they're cuddly. Who knows? The mind boggles. Nikki's going to stitch them. Yes, no words for Nikki, okay? She's going to stitch Spider Lady or whatever it is. Just to, upset the chat. Just to rebel. The more you tell Nikki not to do something, she will do it. So I understand the reverse psychology. If I want her to do Gemma's method, I'll just go, Nikki, you can't park, can you? Gemma's method, is off your menu because you can't do it. Can you? And she would go around, turn around and go, I'll do it. I'll do Gemma's method, parking diagonal for the supersize Aimee Stewart piece. 3772. I'm gonna get a new piece. 3772. Oh yeah, that's true. Spooky season has a spider, but it's quite cute. And also I haven't stitched a spider yet. That's my Halloween piece. So maybe next year, spider start. How's that, Susan? Yeah, but that spider isn't scary. I think there are a couple of them. There's a larger one, if I remember. And there's a tiny one. Karen Zausland says, my dog caught a huntsman spider the other day, but quickly spat it out. I don't think he likes a spider moving his mouth. Oh no. Jackie, lie down. Okay, deep breaths. Ujjayi breaths for Jackie. Oh dear, Karen. Little doggy moving in his mouth. I don't know what a huntsman spider is. Maybe it's better not to describe it. We have, Jackie very delicate here. She might just pass out again. She's probably passed out 3 times at this point on this stream. I'm so sorry. Please, get the therapy yourself, okay? Yogi does not cover the therapy. Miriam says, I have a friend that likes spiders and other insects, creepy, and the person is still your friend, Miriam. Time to remove the person from the Facebook. Unfriend. Janine. Now it's getting very, I can see the pictures. I'm such a visual person. As soon as you describe it, I can see it in front of my eyes. Janine says, I would die if I had to get the big spider out of my dog's mouth. Is it big, Huntsman's? Sounds mean. Susan. Rule of the thumb, Karen. Food shouldn't move. Jesus. Oh my God. Yes, that's a good policy, isn't it? Food shouldn't be moving in your mouth. That's not a good sign. There's something wrong with it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Susan is on fire today. Top form. Michelle Fuller says, I've been lurking while decorating for Christmas. I miss so much. I'll have to watch replay and pay attention. River has a new car and spiders, I know, as pets as well, I ask you. Callum, we never know where the chat is going to go. Every day's a surprise. I'm just tagging along, You take the lead, I just follow. Sometimes I fall over, but just the way it is. Jackie needs therapy afterwards. Maybe someone can recommend a good therapist for Jackie for the recovery. You know, oh dear. Oh, Karen, maybe not a good idea. Karen says, I'll put a pic in a Facebook page. Look away, Jackie. Oh, I think there's a little kitty in my patio meowing. I've been spotting there's a new cat in the neighborhood. It's been lurking around outside and making Dolly very nervous. Hey, Dolly, do you want to come over here and say hello? Babe? Dolly's looking a little bit annoyed, maybe by the little cat outside. I can hear them meowing. And really cute though, a little tabby, a kind of deep brown tabby. Hey, babe, do you want to come over here? she's undecided. Barbara says, just got back from trying to handle a family emergency only to hear about spiders, huntsman spiders. That's enough to kill me dead. Oh, Barbara, I hope everything's okay. Yes, yes, we talk about all sorts of things, including little spiders, okay? So huntsman spider is supposed to be scary, is it? I have no idea what it is. I know tarantula, the big hairy ones. But is it big as well? Or maybe I shouldn't ask. I withdraw the questions. I don't want, you know, Stitches to pass out live here on Yogi stream. That wouldn't be ideal. I can hear a little meow from the outside. My goodness. Yes, Janine. Yes. Maybe Karen's got video as well of the doggy eating spider. Miriam says, Australia is a land of venomous creatures. The most venomous spiders and snakes live here, and we have more of them. So Miriam's like blasé. He's like, what's the problem? We have them for lunch. You know, maybe literally for lunch. I don't know. Yes, Dolly. It was 50% Dolly time because she was standing outside the door, kind of just looking slyly annoyed, and probably because the cat's meowing outside, and she didn't come in the room, and she's walked away. Oh, she's just grumpy. She's grumpy. Yes. So Barbara, so you say I hate spiders, but do you have phobia? Well, do you fear them? Because hating an insect, you know, is one thing. People might hate flies, but maybe not to the point of having phobia. Would you pass out when you see them? I think for the really large ones, my knees might go really, you know, funny. I might need some help. Maybe a wheelchair. But smaller ones, I don't mind as much. 'Cause sometimes you see them in the house, you know. Ginny says, let's talk about kitties instead of spiders. Oh dear. Dolly needs a friend. I know, because Dolly actually had a sister. They came from the same litter called Molly. And I'll dig out Molly's photo for you. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. Well, I haven't talked about Molly a lot because it's a little bit sad. So, you know, sometimes I try to, you know, change the subject. But I think Dolly had a sister. They love each other, and but Dolly passed away last year. So let me show you Dolly's picture. It's also black and white photo. So let me just bring it out. So little Dolly's photo, and sorry, Molly's photo coming up, okay. And they're so lovely together. Let me have a look. And I kind of have to be a little bit careful when I browse through the photos because sometimes it's sad, you know, it's slightly upsetting looking at them. Yes, this is Molly. So you can see the similarity of Molly and Dolly. So let me show you Dolly's photo, and this is Molly. Can you see that? Let me see if I can find a slightly better photo. I've got quite a lot, but this is the quickest I've found. So they're from the same litter, and Molly is slightly podgier. Dolly, when I got them together, they're the same age, okay? But literally, Dolly is half the size of Molly. Let me see if I can find another one. So that was Molly for you. Yes, there's another one here. So can you see it? That's Molly. And these two are sisters, and they're the same age. But Molly passed away last year. It was cancer, unfortunately. So, and so yeah, so Dolly's kind of readjusting a little bit because it's quite strange to have another cat, and then suddenly the cat just disappeared. Because I know why Molly's not here, but Dolly doesn't know. So you know, it took a little bit. I mean, she's adjusting quite well, but you never know what's on her mind. So Mary says, I hope the new cat has a home and isn't stray. Stray suffers a lot in winter. No, it's definitely owned by somebody because it's very well fed. The fur is beautiful. I think it could be a new cat in the neighborhood and they just come out here to explore. No, the cat is in very good condition. Very good condition. And Callan says, all those foxes out and people letting their kitties out, they seem to be okay, to be honest. You know, London is a very, even squirrels, you know, they all coexist quite well. I've seen foxes walking on top of the fence outside my patio, and other cats and squirrels, they all share this world. It's not as treacherous as one imagines. They just find a way together. There occasionally I hear stories of foxes attacking cats, maybe in the rural area, but in urban area, I think they just learn to live with everybody else. I don't my cats always go out freely. They can go wherever they want, and never have problems with foxes. Yes, Molly and Dolly. 2 peas in the pot. Janine says, they look so much the same. I'm so loving my new kitty, Wally. He's so looks forward to me sitting down, cross stitch. Oh, lovely. Strings and fuzzy blankets. I know. Stitching with cats is just the best, isn't it? Just snuggle up. Yes, I missed Molly a lot. I remember when I got both of them. They're from a a friend's neighbor's family. They just had a whole litter, and the family didn't seem to take care of the cats. So kind of people from the neighborhood tried to help them to get the cats adopted. And I remember my friend came to me and go, well, you know, would you like to adopt, would you consider adopting, you know, one of the cats? And at that time, I had already 2 cats at that time. And I said, no, I think I'm maxed out, you know, thinking that 2 cats are plenty, and it is. But, and then she knew me enough, my friend. She FaceTimed me. She just goes, well, have a look at them. Just have a look at them, and you can make up your mind. And she FaceTimed me. And there was Molly and Dolly, only about less than 6 months old, I think, barely. And they're kind of just huddled up together, and they both look so cute. And I knew that was it. I have to have them. And I had to have both together because they just love each other. So instead of 0 cats, I decided to adopt both of them. So, and the rest was history. When they came in, Dolly's eyes were still blue. So she was probably younger than 3, I don't know, maybe not 6 months. No, I don't think they were 6 months. I think they were 3 months. 3 months, barely. Because Dolly's eyes were still blue. Khan says, that's good, they coexist well here. Coyotes, mostly the problem here. Right, thankfully we don't have coyotes here. The only coyotes I know is from Lion King. Janine says, foxes in the city? Never thought they would be in the city, especially in the big city like London. I know. They're kind of like feral dogs. They live kind of similar lifestyle. They don't, you know, bond with people that easily. People don't kind of seek them out and try to, you know, adopt them or anything. I don't think you're allowed to adopt foxes. And yeah, they kind of, you know, they're more active during the night, and they just come out, and sometimes they have to find food in sort of bins, unfortunately, because there isn't sort of natural resources for them food-wise. So they come out and they try to find, you know, food somewhere in a city. Yes, they're city fox. So yes, it is quite strange, isn't it? You shouldn't have foxes in big cities. And Jackie's got a cat, Rose, as well. And all cats are a little bit weird, aren't they? They all have strange, you know, sort of habits and strange personality. But that's why we love them. That's why we love them. So next one here, 779. Yes, Beth says, Janine, urban foxes are super common in the UK, similar to urban coyotes. Oh, are they urban as well? Raccoons, foxes in the US. Raccoons are so cute as well. I know. They just try to find a place they can survive, really. Whatever form it takes. Miriam says, I have a Molly. She's a panther cat, also known as a void kitty. Oh, I have no idea what they are. the name came up in a cat shelter rescue follow on YouTube. They have black cats in the box with just eyes showing. Yes, the black cats is 2 little eyes, big eyes. The boy looks back. Is that what that means? So Molly is more of a tuxedo. Molly and Dolly, they're more tuxedo than black cats. But yeah. I love black and white animals. Janine says, are they red with fluffy tails? They look more like coyotes. Oh, do you mean foxes? Do they have fluffy tails? I don't think they're that fluffy. They're not like cartoon foxes. Some of them are quite skinny. Probably depends. Sometimes you can mistake them as cats, but they move very differently though. They move very differently. Got quite a lot of foxes. Like yesterday, we could hear foxes having a conversation on the outside the patio. Heated debate. Lona says, I'd rather have foxes than skunks. Do you have skunks in your neighborhood? Are they the ones that kind of attack people with smelly things? Smelly cats with fart, basically. And yes, lethal weapon. Janine says, I live on the base of a mountain, so have a fair snoot of skunks, fox, and bears. Oh, goodness. Big bears that love to get into our garbage. Really? Wow, that is something. It's like a zoo. A wildlife zoo. And bears as well. How about teddy bears? Do you get teddy bears? One, two. The color transition is so lovely. About, yes, I was wondering. Yes, keyboard can go rogue sometimes. Kimberly says, all 3 of the kittens my daughter found under her porch are tuxedos. They're 9 weeks old and are well fed and loved. Oh, that is so wonderful to know. I know, they're born to be loved, aren't they? Yes, I do from time to time thinking that maybe I should get another cat for Dolly. Not for me, for Dolly. But so far, I think Dolly's doing fine. She's adjusted quite well, and she's very active. So every day when I wake up in the morning, very often she's already outside, doing her thing, and she spends a lot of time outdoor. So I think that's nice. She's got, things to get busy with She's not just lying in her home sleeping. Well, she does sometimes. And she's very, very curious with everything. So I think that's very good. So Kimberly's neighborhood's got bears as well? Really? It's a thing? Janine says, the bears at my house are definitely not teddy bears. They easily weigh 500 to 600 pounds. They easily weigh, yes, very large black bears. And do they attack people? That's very scary. You know, teddy bears are cute. I'm not sure about the 500, 600 pound bear. Maybe less cute and less cuddly. Wow. Again, it's very hard for someone who lives in London to imagine the bears literally just knock on your door saying, do you have food here, sir? Can I have some of that? Can I have some of your cat food? And what do they eat? Do they eat just anything, bears? Are they like dogs, just eat anything? Or do they eat fruits? I thought they eat honey. That's what the fairy tale bears do. They just love a pot of honey. Marine says there's a saying by a writer about staring into the void and the void stares back. Dun, dun, dun. Marine sounds like a horror film. He's a science writer or philosopher or something. Staring into the void is like staring into the abyss. Yes, it's unknown and also bottomless, isn't it? And Janine asks, is it safe for Dolly to be outside? Isn't there traffic near you? I'd be scared to let my car out. Yes, I can understand. It sounds scary, but it might not be as scary as it is. Well, I think when you have cats, to a great extent, you have to trust. They have the kind of a wisdom and you know, they learn as they go. They, you know, like Dolly, she would never run into the middle of the road, and she would stay on the pavement. I think cats know, they learn it, and I have many cats before Dolly. Never had problems. They're always outdoor and indoor cats, and you know, I think as an owner, probably it's better not to know where they go. Because I have a friend of mine actually attached a GPS camera on the collar, and I kept telling her not to do it because the more you know, the more you're worried. So basically, I just trust Dolly to make the best decisions, and she never ran into trouble. She got missing once. I think she was locked in a shed somewhere during bank holidays. You know, a few years ago. That's it. And she escaped. She got out and she came home. But other than that, no, never had any issues. And I like to trust them because they're smart. Cats are smart, and they know, you know, where dangers are, and they make judgment calls. So I'm not worried about it. And if the trade-off is that if I have to lock them inside for their entire life, I'd rather not have cats. That's my own decision. I know there are indoor cats, you know, that people live in places, they need to have a cat inside, or maybe they don't feel safe to let them out. But I think it's part of the, I don't know, it's part of the learning process for humans as well, to trust them, to know that they know their way. And yes, accidents could happen, but just like people, we go out every day. and knowing there's a chance for accidents, but we still do it. But we make the best judgments, right? And the cats, I think they do the same thing. They do the same thing. All right, so this one is done. The next one is actually, 24 stitches, 606, 606. It's a bright orange, not 666, okay, not quite. But it's this one, this area, you can tell. And they're all together, so that's quite nice. They're not just scattered around everywhere. Kimberly says, we have a mama bear with 2 cubs. Oh, that must be so cute, though. I'm not saying this, they won't attack you, but... So Kimberly says, I'm in Virginia. Wow, I have no concept of the kind of environment for the bears to roam around, other than movies. We have men here looking a little bit bear-like, and particularly when they're drunk on Friday nights. But other than that, that's the closest thing we have as far as bears go. You know, maybe slightly hairy on the backs. No judgment there. It's not their fault. Bears love berries. Oh, that sounds really peaceful. Do you think they might fancy some tofu? Maybe they will like my they will like my food. Because my cat is not my cats are not interested in my food at all. And my partner occasionally have some cheese. They might be interested, but my cats are not interested in my veggies and tofu. Oh, Lona, that's terrible. Yes, but I don't know about rural cats, but they're probably more adventurous. But to be honest, urban cats, they're very, very smart. They're very, very smart. Not saying the rural cats are not smart. Maybe they're just more adventurous. But then again, we can't sort of keep them inside just purely full of fear that something might happen. I think they belong to, blue skies and grass. Even, in urban area, if I had a big garden, I'd love that. But luckily, even though I have a small patio, it's linked up with other people's garden and it's relatively safe. Sometimes they go to the front of the house, which cars may, drive by, but they have their own boundaries. They have their own boundaries. They know. It's a very different kind of bear. Bears for cucumber. Do you think they like cucumber? Yes, vegetarian bear. If they like berries, they probably like broccolis. And if you like a bit of broccoli, broccolis taste so much better with some tofu, Just saying. It's an idea. Oh, this color is so pretty. Lona doesn't believe smart cats exist. Yes, they can be smart. Brittany says, I'm in The Pocono Mountains, lots of critters here, bears, deer, raccoons. It's like a zoo, wildlife zoo, skunks and cougars. Oh dear. So we live in a zoo, really? For free? Brittany. For some reason, I just presume everybody's living in the city. I think just my brain, and by default, I just presume everybody's living in the city. But that's not the case at all. Sounds like most of you probably live in somewhere a lot more adventurous. You do not have hairy men with back hair, but you have bears. Do not ask me about hairy back. I don't even know what Pocono is. Oh, that's a location, is it? I have no idea. Lona says, I keep my cats in the house always. They're Siberian forest cats, cost $15,000 each. So if they cost about $5, would you let them out? Yes, Dolly was free. Mary says, cats are carnivores. I know a lot of vegans try to feed a vegan diet and then wonder why cats die. Is that true though? It's an urban myth. The vegans try to feed cats with vegan food. I don't think, I don't know. I don't know where you read that, Miriam. It's common sense to feed carnivores animals meat. Yes, because cats cannot digest anything other than protein. So I do not know vegans try to feed cats vegetables. That'd be quite silly and very cruel. No, I don't know how true that is, to be honest, Miri. Callan says, my family has a farm out in the country and have lynx. Oh my God, lynx? That's very exotic. We have lynx in the area and great grandparents had pet moose. Wow, that's a totally different lifestyle. That's a very different lifestyle. And you think it's exotic that we have foxes. Oh, Lona says Yogi, not 15,000, 1,500, but still, if a little cat is cost, $5, would you let a cat out? I don't think it's based on the price. You just worry about a cat, right, Lona? It's not to preserve the value, just in case you lose the money. Beth says, Yogi, you inspire me to add broccolis to my ramen for lunch. True fine dining here. Broccolis are lovely. And also I love tender stem broccolis as well. Yes, broccoli and cauliflower. I can eat them all day long. Helen says, I've seen videos on TikTok of people saying that they're vegans, so they made their cats vegan too. Then they need to be arrested. They should be disqualified from going near animals for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I think it's probably unusual enough that goes on TikTok, right? So no, I never heard of that. That'll be stupid. I think most people have good sense to know that, there may be some controversy. There's some people who are vegan or vegetarian and they try to make their children do that as well. And that is, for me, that's just my personal opinion. I think that's wrong. Just like religions, right? We do not force your own personal choices to someone else. Doesn't matter if it's your children, your friends, family. That's it. Very simple. Keep it to yourself. That's it. Your own choice, you live your own life and leave everyone else alone. But if there's someone somewhere, they're always, people, they're not quite wired correctly. They do weird things. But I don't believe that's what vegans do. I've never heard of that. I'm sure it happened. Probably happened once, twice. But, they should be banned from going near cats. Susan says, I'm sure vegan cats toll neighbors and get fed. I know they're resourceful. If I'm trying to, get my cat to eat some broccolis, just imagine the face, the dolly's facial expression. I'm just trying to imagine. She will probably pack up her bag, and, bring out her suitcase and just leave me forever. And I would not blame her. 831. Exactly, they just go to the neighbors. Cats are not stupid. Wow, but cougars are so beautiful. Yes. I've only seen pictures. I can't imagine seeing a real one. Oh dear, Lona. I think the treatment of animals is probably to do with the awareness, of, I don't know, the kind of awareness they have, maybe as a country or as a city or whatever. It's just like I said, Dolly and Molly, they came from a family that didn't really take care of the cats that much. They don't get them neutered, so first of all, the cat mummy kind of just got mated by other cats and end up having litters. And I think people are doing their best to help the kittens to get proper homes. But, ultimately, I don't want to call them unwanted kitties, because they are always wanted, but that's kind of the expression, isn't it? And they create unwanted kittens. So it's a hard one. I think every country probably has different mentality in terms of what is kind of good practice, what isn't. So for instance, I can't remember, maybe it was Norway or Sweden, they never neuter their cats, whereas over here you're encouraged to do that. So which one is better? I have no idea. I don't know. It's not black and white. It's one of those things that, maybe depends on where you are. They have different ideas of what is better for the animals. Lona says, Yogi, Dolly would be looking at you like that squirrel when you try to feed a cucumber. I know, I'm just still traumatized by that phase. Yes, Dolly will probably look at me and just pick up the suitcase she prepared for emergency and just leave me and never see me again. Yes, I think that's the same look. Lakika, hello. Lakika says, I have a cougar about 15 feet away from me. When I was out for a walk, it's the most scared I've ever seen. Do they attack people? Wow, I'm trying to imagine a lifestyle. You just, casually walk outside for a little walk and you have a cougar stalking you. Do they attack people though? I suppose they probably wouldn't unless they're threatened. And Diana Smith says, I'm vegan too and also never heard of it. I'm sure maybe there's one strange vegan out there that did that. And, internet being internet, if it's spread, around, if unchecked, you kind of think that's happening everywhere. I personally never heard of that. That would be very strange. And those people probably get, locked up somewhere. They should be. Don King says, I had cats that loved canned peas and one that would mow you from corn on a cob. Yeah, but if you try to feed them that all the time, they probably leave you. They bring out the suitcase. Yes, they're curious about certain food. They probably want to bite. But I'm sure if you if you give them that as a main meal, they will leave you very quickly. Beth says, I'm crying thinking about Tony and her tiny little suitcase. I know. Probably a little trolley as well, so she can just drag the suitcase around. I know. With tears in her eyes. Turn around once, but never twice, and just leave me. Susan says, oh, Susan is on fire today. Cougars probably chase women on bicycles. Only women, is it? Yes. Yes. I need to dress more manly. So maybe cougars will leave me alone. Cougars chase women on bicycles. I just have the visual. Kristen says, doesn't every cat have a to-go bag? I know mine both do. They're always ready for the bigger, better deals. Well, there's actually a documentary. It was done in a rural sort of, I can't remember where in the UK, and they just did this kind of a study of a village, of all the village cats. Some of you may have seen it. It's quite a few years ago. And they track those cats with GPS device or something like that, and track their daily routines. And so they get to know whose cat is what. They have names and know where they belong to, and try to establish where they go every day and what they do. And it turned out a lot of them actually go to neighbors' houses, not just for food. Okay, that happens too. They go for wonder. They're routine animals, and they like, to patrol around their neighborhood. And there was one cat literally moved to another cat, and the other the neighbor, well, not quite neighbor, but a little bit away, the second household literally does not know this cat had an owner and adopted the cat. And this cat would travel back to a original owner from time to time and just pretend to be their cats as well, while in actual fact, the cat has been adopted by the other cat. So the cat is living a double life. So you never know, they always have a plan B. If you start feeding them cucumbers and broccolis, you watch, they go for a plan B. Okay, so beware. Do not feed your cats broccolis. Yes. Susan, the hairy bag. It's not their fault, Susan. They have no choice. Just like balding, just reverse of balding. Oh my goodness. When he says this is the best chat ever. Yeah, it's all down to you. You take me wherever it goes. And Janine says, my cat stole turkey off my plate. I don't even know he liked turkey so much. At least it's protein. And now he's running all over the house. Oh, so my husband thinks he's on crack. So he's having reaction with turkey. So he ate some turkey and is running around like lunatic. That's strange. That's a little bit worrying. Let me take one more strand of A31. Yes. Callan says, my one cat won't touch any human food except tuna. But don't eat fish, cat food. But won't eat fish, cat food. Oh, my other cats steal everything possible. Wow, cats will not eat seafood, no calamari. The cat probably belongs to this group. No seafood in my life, the cat says. Well, that's unusual. So cats, even with prawns. So Dolly likes prawns, but I had cats that just can't be, just not interested in prawns. Some cats go crazy, and some cats just go, not really, not my thing. And with fish as well. Sometimes I buy fresh fish and poach the fish, and like cod or haddocks, and some cats love them, and some just go, not for me. So I think even cats, they have individual kind of preferences. And some cats, they just want those pre-made cat foods, the packaged cat foods. If you give them something raw, not raw, but fresh meat, they look a little bit confused. Am I in the right spot at all? Yes, I am. 1, 2 here. And this one. And those two are done. Trying to find my way. I'm a little bit lost. Yes. Okay, I found it. All cats are weirdos. I know, they have this really strange personality, part of their personality that's different from other cats. And dogs as well, I'm sure. I love dogs, but I can't have them because we don't really have a routine. One, two, three. Chloe says, I'm off to bed now. Need to be up in 5 hours. Love the chat though. My guest today is 289 from Chloe C. Have a good night. Well done. And have a lovely rest. Nighty night to Chloe. In 5 hours, Chloe's ready to go. Hopefully. It's Monday tomorrow, isn't it? I keep forgetting it's a Sunday. Because for me, every day is kind of a working day. One, two, three. And look at the time. Oh, where's time gone? It's midnight. I can't believe it. It's like every time I sit down and stitch with you and chat, time just flies. And we're actually here for over 3 hours. I can't believe it. All right, then. In that case, I'll pick one more color. And that will be my final color. Because this one has only got a couple more stitches. Only 2 more stitches. So I'll pick one more color. I can do it. I know we get together every day and we still have so much to talk about. It's just like endless topic. It's crazy. Here we go. 831. 831. All right. I'm going to just let the app decide what my next color is. And it's 730. 730. 730. Here we go. Let me pick a strand. And I'll see how far I can go because this one's got 38 stitches. 730. Trying to pick a strand off. Whoops. It's a green. Miriam says Monday today indeed. If in Australia or New Zealand, it's Monday already. So happy Monday. But it's still morning, right? Which is nice. And it's really warm over there. No complaint. It's getting a little bit freezing over here. And I think if it's going to be super, super cold, I'd rather to have, have some snow. It's more fun as a distraction. All right then, let me start here. So technically I've got 38 stitches. I'll see how it goes. If it flows, I'll do more. Otherwise, I'll let you know when I'm ready to stop. So we have it here. Let me just check my spot. That one is done. And that one is done. All right. I'm going to start here. Kimberly says, I'm loving Writer's Desk. That's one of the companion pieces for Traveling Library that Kimberly has already started. We'll love to see the progress. And I think it's going to be the New Year's start for quite a few stitches, or at least one of those, one of the companion pieces. And Kimberly, are you planning to do the other one as well, or you're happy with this one? I think for a lot of stitches, maybe the goal is to do all three. Maybe not at the same time, but then I can't remember if Kimberly is doing Traveling Library as well. I suspect maybe a yes. All right, those here. Janine says, snowed a little here today, but not that much. Not yet. And tomorrow is officially December, guys. Oh, could you believe? December. Officially. If you haven't started watching Christmas movies, now it's about time. You don't want to be late. I think I'm going to dig out. I'm trying to see. I think I'll look into the Prime. I do have Prime, Amazon Prime, even though the selection isn't great, to be honest. I'll look around, find some cozy films. Miriam says expecting to be 36 today. It's very hard. Does it feel Christmassy though? It must be weird that every Christmas is literally barbecue season. Brittany says, time for a nap. See you later, 99, 250. 250 today. Well done, Brittany. 99 to Brittany. Okay, I'm going to make the following three because I noticed there's something weird about my marking of the chart here. I'm going to do the final 3 stitches, okay? So, guys, you can start to come forward and offer your number today. It's a beautiful Sunday, peaceful Sunday. Guess my stitches. And let's see who's going to win tonight, okay? So tonight, if you've been tracking the stitches, number of stitches for each color, technically, you can probably work it out. But who knows? You know, but who's tracking, right? So, you know, I think the best policy is just give it a wild guess. That's probably the easiest. Okay, so I'm gonna end my last stitch here and give you some time to come forward for the numbers, okay? And I'm gonna give you a quick recap of what's happening on the fabric today. 7:30, going back on my board here. So let me zoom out a little bit, okay? And if you're lurking, you're allowed, but come forward and pull in a number. Just join in the fun. You might win. Who knows? Everybody has equal chance of winning because it's a wild guess. Just give it an estimate. Just to see who can guess better. All right? The game is called Guess My Stitches, not Count My Stitches. So who's counting? No one. So here we go. So today I've been, instead of the second kitty, which I've been focusing on the previous couple of sessions, I come back to my lovely cushion here and start to complete the bottom part of the middle of the cushion. There's a little bit more to go on the right there, but it's such an intricate piece. Okay, and let me bring on my Guess My Stitches machine so it captures everybody's guess stitch count. Okay, boom, there you go. SpaceX technology. Okay, built with my power tools. I started to complete this about 5 block wide area. So it's not small, it's by no means small. And this is 25 counts. I'm doing 1/1 full cross, and it's a joy to stitch. Yesterday I was doing 28 counts, so coming back to 25, it's like a breeze. It's like a breeze. It's gorgeous, and I'm really looking forward to maybe complete this cushion as a whole. It's going to be gorgeous. It's a great chart. If you don't know what this chart looks like, let me show you the full markup here for a few moments here. Yes, it's, you know, I would say this is a Christmassy piece. Personally, for me, it feels wintry and cold, cozy and lovely, and 2 reindeer outside. You can't beat that. Okay, so this is the Winter Reading Nook Max Colors by Aimee Stewart. And every Saturday we do Aimee Stewart, but every day we stitch Aimee Stewart. Why not? All right then, let's have a look. And let's see how we're doing with the numbers today. Come forward, join a bit of fun, okay? And so from the top is our Susan here on fire today, 325. And Lona, 330. Carla Rebello, 324. And it's always nice to see you here with me till the end. That's so nice. It warms my heart. And Josie Go as well, 184. And Susan, Chloe, oh, Susan is taking notes. I can always count on Susan. Chloe C, 289. And Bess, 290. Janine, 222, but missed most of the chat, so don't guess. Yes, that's how you do it, Janine. You're right. You're on track. And Dawn King as well, 294. Rachel, 210. And Ring, 257. And Brittany, yes, from Susan, 250. Thank you, Susan. And Clara is offers 330. Mirroring. Sorry, next one. Betty Hankins, 302. You see, the brain has to work to think of, you know, to come up with a name. I'm not doing too bad today. And Kimberly, 255. And Rajal, 249. Maddie, 300. And Kristen, 317. And Jackie James, 202. Callan, 189. Busy Mom, 252. And Lisa, Unlurked, 276, wonderful. Michelle Fuller, 245, and Tracy Parker, Unlurked, 261, and MM as well, 199. Oh, everybody's around 200-ish, some a little bit higher, surely, but around that mark. Okay, guys, are you ready? Let me bring on my app, okay? Let's capture every stitches I have made today. Boom. So today, this is the area I've been working on. Let me remove that so you get to see the totality of the completed area here. Okay, guys, are you ready? I'm count down to 3, okay? And 3, 2, who is going to be our winner today in this beautiful Saturday, a peaceful Sunday, for some of you Monday, and evening. Boom. Here we go. The grand total of the stitches I have completed today is 248. 248. I think some of you are very close, okay? 248, guys. Who is the winner today. I think Kimberly's kind of close. Oh, 249. Rajal, is that you? Is that you? Anyone closer? To beat Rajal, you'll have to be spot on. 248, anyone? If not, Rajal is our winner for this beautiful evening. Is it Rajal, right? Yes, round of applause for Rajal, our model stitcher here. Yes, beautiful. And Rajal, you know by now, you're a regular, super regular. So, the crowns, bring on the crowns, and maybe some dolly love, dollies for victory as well, as much as for love. And of course, Rajal, you know by now, we have the buffet. Okay, Sunday buffet is special. You know, it's time for the feast. Every day is for feast, to be honest. Yes, look at this. Coming your way, Rajal, sharing my victory. I win every night, okay? So it's by default. But we have delicious buffet coming up, and round of applause from everyone for Rajal here. And Rajal is, yes, beautiful. And the buffet coming forward. Yes, some healthy selections from Jersey Girl. Very nice. We need this balance is everything, isn't it? We want some yummy cakes, but some delicious veggies and vegetables as well. 5 a day, guys. You know, fiber is important. So, guys, it's 20 past 12, midnight, and we're technically Monday. In a sleepy London town. Thank you for joining me today. Every day is so much fun. And tomorrow, yes, as I said in the beginning, tomorrow my class is paused for studio maintenance. So tomorrow I'll be coming back here around the same time as today. So come forward and bring a project of your choice, and let's get together. Just have a bit of fun, and let's chat and feast and just have fun. Great. So, from Yogi, I'm going to sign out. And so 99 for me and everyone in Europe and the UK in particular. And send us to bed. All right. 99, everyone. 99. Have a good night. And good day wherever you are. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.